good and my life is moving forward. And dear Lord, when I wake up in the morning, I'm feeling good and my life is moving forward. I say thank you. I love you. Hey, I show you gratitude. Hey. And dear Lord, when I wake up in the morning, I'm feeling good and my life is moving forward. Hey. Good morning. Thanks for joining. Hey. And dear Lord, when I wake up in the morning, I'm feeling good and my life is moving forward. Hey. 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 My life is getting better. Hey. Better and better. Hey. And dear Lord, when I wake up in the morning, I'm feeling good and my life is moving forward. Hey. My life is getting better. Hey. Better and better. Got it together. Hey. My life is getting better. Hey. Better and better. Hey. And dear Lord, when I wake up in the morning, I'm feeling good and my life is moving forward. Hey. And so I thank you. I love you. Hey, I show you gratitude. Hey. I feel good in the morning. Hey. Good morning. Yeah. And thank you for joining. Hey.
Hey.
Good morning. My life is getting better. Hey. Better and better. Hey. Hey. And dear Lord, when I wake up in the morning, I'm feeling good and my life is moving forward. Hey.
I don't know what's doing.
Hey. Hey. Yeah. My life is getting better. Better and better. And dear Lord, when I wake up in the morning, I'm feeling good and my life is moving forward. Hey. And so I thank you. I love you. I show you gratitude.
Man.
Good morning. Hope you guys are doing well and good energy, attracting the life you desire, because it's your birthright. We're coming through with another live for you guys. Make sure you take the message, how it resonates in your life. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and don't forget, if you love the video, to run the video up, share the video out, and leave us a comment.
Collective. This morning. A new day. So, the download this morning is definitely this. It's a change in the wind, and they running scared. I also heard dead and stinking, right? Now, that can be spelled many different ways, dead and stinking. Amen. But I really feel like on a collective level, I would be remiss in my duty if I didn't say that Yeah, they running scared now, right? And it's not your place to have anything to do with it. Period. Like they watching you, but who watching them? That kind of energy. For real. And in the physical, on the spiritual level, and everything. And it's time for us to learn how to sit confident in who we say we are, you know, be steadfast in your prayers, be steadfast in what you believe in. Now is not the time to be compromising your faith because things moving around in the spirit. I can tell you people feel it. I can tell you people feel it. You depend upon where you stand, but one side is leaving everything dead and stinking, and people stink as well. Like, a lot of stinky people in their energy, for real. Like, so be steadfast in how you moving, right? Know that God is in control, and you let what happened. Like I said, big on this energy. They watching you. Who watching them? That kind of energy. All right, so we moving forward, up out of it, right? Lovely day. I got some life situations, clarifications out here with the activations that, and they got a whole bunch of stuff going on over there. So.
Where you guys at? Where you guys from? Good morning. Hey. Hey there. Let's see.
You want to play around with some spirits, huh? Somebody ancestor said you want to play around with some spirits, huh? Okay. We got you.
We got trust coming out this morning. Hey, Connecticut. Okay. We got trust. Trust the process. Trust that, everything that's being revealed is true. Trust that, you don't have to be involved in certain things. Trust that divine timing is still in play here. I don't know. I'm feeling like the spirit of wanting to rush, or I don't know if something's rushing towards you, whatever it is, but just trust, okay? Don't let your faith be wavered right now. It's like, you came so far to get where you are. Things could be looking uncertain, but remember that, if Yahweh guides your steps, how can you know what your next step is, right? So just trust. I don't know. I just feel like somebody really needs to know to trust this morning because I don't know. I'm really feeling a lot of uncertainty in the collective. Okay. But we got freedom showing up here as well. So whatever it is, you're free.
Before they move on, though, I got to pick this right back up. Because not only do it say trust on this card, this is Vishnu on the card. Vishnu is a spiritual warrior. So it's a reason why you trust when you got Vishnu in the energy. However you see that, right, in your life, remember, like, energy reading is like Vishnu could be another name in whatever you believe in. But what I'm saying is somebody got a big spiritual protector that you can trust. You can trust them. Look.
You're protected.
Go ask somebody from India.
Yeah.
Who Vishnu is.
Definitely protection here. I feel like also it's important to trust in your protection. Like, I ain't talking about anything that's man-made, but I'm talking about your spiritual protection on a deeper level. The Most High, the Lord, the God of Abraham, whatever you may say, right? But trust. Trust. I feel like there could be a lot of things really trying to get you to doubt what God already showed you, what God already discussed with you, to disclose with you, or something like that. But don't forget, it's like don't forget, the covenant. Don't forget, what God revealed to you. What you may have heard God say, whatever it is, and continue to work your magic. Okay. Now, working your magic is not a negative thing. I'm not telling you to go on here and cook up any spell work because, I'm not a person that really believes in doing any of that. Now, I'm a person that learns that I'm a person that had to learn that people do these kind of things because I was naive, towards these kind of things until I was attacked by these kind of things. So work your magic means, and trust. That means just, living your day-to-day life, and embracing each moment, and not really trying to be in control of each and every situation, because the path that you're on, you're not in control anyway. You just have to trust, okay? Something like that.
Mm.
You know, working your magic is also, healing, okay? Loving through it all, okay? Because I feel like right now the enemy wants everyone to try to get even, to try to get one up, right? And that is putting you out of alignment. So just trust that, even though things may look uncertain, there's magic going on in the background.
Mm. That's good energy. You know, me, I feel slightly different, but that's what balance is all about. I feel like the justice. Like I know spirits first of all, and I'm not ashamed about it. I know spirits. I went through a certain type of ascension where I put myself through a lot of different studying, a lot of different learning, a lot of different awareness. So, when this card says work your magic, I'm very much aware, like a lot of you, I have unlocked the magic within me, right? And it supersedes what a lot of people think. And in regards to, like, loving through it, and never ever transform love. I will never say let go of love. But love is also a representation of justice, right? And what I be trying to get people to understand is, you know, um, love is like offense and defense. Like when you moving in love and things moving towards you, it's real hard for them to get to you because love is a defender. Yeah, love covers a multitude of sin, but inside of love is also the justice, right? So just remember that, like like remember, because people expect you to love them in a certain type of way, no matter how bad they treat you, right? And that's not the case. I think we've been taught wrong. Like it's not like I'm a love you, but I'm gonna love you with a form of justice, and you wanna know it. Like yeah, you gonna know I'm love, but you gonna understand that I'm justice as well. You know, especially on a spiritual level. You know, like we not gonna be people that play around with it. Like honestly, I'm gonna be aware. I'm gonna make the necessary adjustments. I'm gonna do what I need to do because God gave it to me, like He gave it to you. Right? So divine flow, fertility. 27 can be significant. 13 or 21 says divine feminine, right? Divine flow, fertility, coherence. So this is a beautiful feminine kind of energy. Divine feminine fertility, divine flow. Let go of attachment to outcome and let the universe bring gifts. So maybe you've been called to just step into, a certain type of flow and maybe not have so much expectancy about things, right? It says let go of attachment to the outcome. So you could be like micromanaging the universe a little bit, like expecting or waiting for something to go a certain way that you want it. Normally, people who do that don't get their way. Like if you micromanage the universe, you normally nothing pans out how you. That's a big old universe, and God ways are higher than ours. So when men make plans and they think that it's supposed to go, and then it don't go that way, it doesn't ever surprise me because when you bringing it in and you manifesting it in the right way, it's like you you not you left it alone. Like you know you move in the direction you need to move in, and instead of you chasing it, it begins to chase you. Like, that's how energy works. Like you don't manifest something by trying to use everything in your power every day to make it happen. You should be using everything in your power every day to make whatever your commitment is. Because if you stick to that, that's gonna come towards you. You'll draw them. Cabin secrets, feather hole. Yeah. Can't micromanage the universe. Right. I'm saying so many things, but I don't really want to say them because sometimes people be watching to find out what's going on in other people's lives. Like some people that watch, they really just want information. And right here, I would just say like that: you can't micromanage the universe and think things gonna go the way you want. Whether you're doing something good or bad.
Jocelyn. Ooh, look, trust again. Okay, we got trust in the middle of the deck here. You need trust in a relationship for it to thrive. Okay, I feel like this is your spiritual relationships. Honestly, we got trust out here twice. You know, you could be really trying to control the outcome of a situation. And like my husband was saying, when we try to control the situation, it typically doesn't go the way that we want it to go. Okay? Something like that. Trust. Work your magic.
Yo, you got trust and trust. And then look what I got.
Trust the process.
Trust the process.
Okay. Somebody's faith. Okay. Let's see. We got the third eye chakra, the ajna. I see. Trust what you see. Or something like that. You could have seen something with your own two eyes. We got rebirth, flourishing after a decline, and revival. You're showing up very tenacious here. You're a person that just does not give up or something like that. Okay? You could be feeling tired. That doesn't mean you don't feel tired from a situation. That doesn't mean that something doesn't feel draining. But you're very tenacious. Work your magic. There's something here that you really need to trust in yourself. I don't know. Maybe you've been putting your trust in other people, other things, whatever it is. Trust. Work your magic here. Okay? You see something very clearly. Okay? Once your eyes are open, it's no closing your eyes. So it's like, accept reality is sitting right here. Somebody needs to accept reality about something that you've seen, something that you know, or something like that. Okay. The third eye is like the ajna chakra is like a very spiritual sight. Okay. So I'm talking about, maybe you've seen beyond the surface of something, okay? Into the spirit of a thing or something like that.
Kundalini energy.
When you start like really looking at people from the inside out, they look different. When you start trying to person by the spirit, when you start looking that way and you look beyond what they look like on the outside, you'll be like, okay, right? Somebody could be accepting reality about this.
Real nasty word.
That, everything is not what it seems either, everything is not what it looks like too. With the third eye chakra here, you can also see that, everything is not what it looks like as well. Okay, you could be really cracking down to things, getting to the core of them. You know how sometimes an apple, it looks good on the outside, and then you get to the core and it might be brown or rotten. Yeah. Right? That kind of energy.
Wow. Because I'm saying that energy, even in reverse, like the world begins to open up, you begin to see God in things that you thought God wasn't in. Like when you start looking at the spirit of people, it's amazing. Like it's real nasty work. I'm gonna tell you. Once you're able to see people in the spirit, like
no, for real,
you can see them, and like it's so different for you. It humbles you. Like it make you don't want to tell people what you see. I ain't gonna lie, it do. It make you really not want to tell people what you see. Like sometimes it makes me want to cry. I can feel like I want to cry right now because sometimes people don't even know the spirit that they've been driven by. They don't even know it. Like they let themselves get involved in so many things and with so many people, right? And after you get to connecting with so many things and so many people, you become a passageway for different spiritual entities and energies. And then you put all that together, and imagine people who spend years walking in that energy. You see that spirit of that, right? But then sometimes you look at people and you see God in them. Not always, like people who you might even overlook, right? You begin to see how God, like, I don't know, I just see that with the third eye. That's Kundalini energy. That's like really seeing the world differently. Somebody, you know. And my wife got trust. Spirit says, say that again. My wife got trust. Then trust the process. So real big on trusting God and whatever's going on in your life. Trusting your higher power and whatever's going on in your life. You got double trust to the trust the process. Then even a footnote, right? This is real deep for somebody. Embrace uncertainty. Have faith in the journey unfolding before you. God footing your bill out here. Literally. Like life could look so uncertain for you. But for somebody, trust the process. Embrace the uncertainty. God footing the bill, right? And then it says with the passion, 34 could be significant. 10, right? 10, 12 could be significant. 28, 17, right? Cora could be significant. Macbeth, Gordon, right? Courtney. Um, it says, trust the process, passion, seize every minute, authority, right? Embrace each moment with purpose, for your time is a precious gift on your journey of self-discovery. Yeah, somebody you off in the unknown. You gotta really trust in your process right now.
We got a mistake, okay? Don't let a mistake, ruin your whole day. Don't let a mistake make you feel like it's over with, you're doomed, okay? Right? A mistake is an opportunity to learn from a lesson, okay? But you don't want to keep making the same mistake over and over again, okay? But don't beat yourself up. It's time to change your passwords, okay? Time to change your passwords. Never forget our roots. Our roots keep us grounded, okay? Never forget who you are, where you come from, something like that. There could be times where you feel like, I don't know if you feel like sometimes you need to change or something like that, but you are who you are. Never forget who you are. Our roots keep us grounded, okay? Like, be who you are, embrace who you are, something like that. Embrace what fate has in store for you, okay? Accept reality. I feel like we have lived in delusion for so long that, like, we don't have to be there anymore. So embrace what fate has in store for you. Like, what you've been out here doing. Like, if you really been out here putting out good work, just keep putting out good work. It will pay off, right? And if you have been out here doing things that are not so good, well, look, I ain't the judge of judges, but you might want to clean up your act.
Man, it's coming
right?
back to you.
Because what's going to happen is what you put out, it comes back to you sevenfold.
It's gonna come back to you.
Okay? So
simple as that. Like,
embrace what fate has in store for you. I always say one way to know, like, how do you feel when you hear the word karma? Like, does karma scare you? When you hear karma, do you feel like, oh my gosh? Because if you feel like that, it might be something going on. Like, when I hear the word karma, I'm cool with it because I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get back whatever you putting out. That's cool with me. I'm okay with getting. Are you okay with receiving what you've been putting out? And I am. Like, I'm cool with receiving karma because I feel like what I've been putting out is things I would want to receive back.
Yo, that's true.
So
what you saying, it rung so true, it kind of knocked me back a little bit. Like, that's powerful. Because some people hear karma, they go to thinking about what they done. Even last year, karma, oh, what did I do? Oh, I did this. Is this coming back? And I really played the justice in saying, yeah, it's coming back. You know how I know? Because I was a person that put negativity in the world before.
Me too.
And I seen it come back. Yeah. I decided to change my energy around, and no matter how hard it is, to remain positive. No matter how hard it is, I had to remain positive. Not religious, positive, right? Because sometimes when you religious, you do decadent and dirty stuff. That's why, I feel like God be moving us away from the religious mindset, because a lot of people that's trapped there, they be convinced that's a delusion. Like, you're gonna get back what you put out. You can't put dirt out, run underneath God. Oh, God, help me, forgive me. God won't forgive you. But them universal laws, that's universal love, right? You, it says, "Be ye not deceived. God is not mocked. That whatsoever a man sow, that shall he also reap." You gonna get back what you put out. That's the justice, dig it? So it's like my wife said, and that could have been a proverb. When you hear the word karma, how do you feel? Do you feel like, okay, yeah. Or do you feel like, oh boy, because that's how you gauge, you know what I'm saying? You know. What that say? Embrace what has fate, what fate has in store for you. And then it says over here, embrace solitude, right? Maybe God is calling you to a place of so he can work on you. I had to embrace my solitude. She had to embrace her solitude. It's the place where God began to work on you. When he called you alone to yourself, away from people, you get a lot of work, you get a lot of. Then it says Mama Gaia, right? 28. So I really feel like somebody, you probably need to embrace the fact that you're being called to a place that's apart from other people. Maybe you're being called into a way of understanding that's more different. It says turn the page. Embrace new chapters with curiosity. Openness paves the path to wisdom. I feel like somebody being called to a higher path in life. God calling you off the old path to a higher path, newer understandings, new chapter. So it might cause for you to be alone, right? Even in your perception. Because solitude is not always a state in the physical. Sometimes you can be in solitude in your mind. Like, you can find yourself amidst a bunch of people that really, you don't see things like they see it. You see them your own way. And sometimes it's hard because, you might be that one in a bunch that see things differently. Well, how can I express what I see? Reflect deeply for survival. Keep your mind open as answers reveal lessons in the quiet of introspection. So that's that place when you're really sitting alone. Introspection, that's when I introspect hardest. When I'm alone, I get to looking back, because introspection is looking deep within. You analyzing the past, analyzing things on a deeper level. Embrace.
I am capable. Okay. That could be an affirmation for you today. I am capable. You're more than capable, is what I'm hearing. You're more than capable. We have transmute. This is a time to use any negativity, turning it into positivity. Okay. So that's what I was saying. You could be feeling like, a lot of different energy, but whatever you feel, right, negative, just turn that into positive energy. Okay. You know, if you find yourself like stuck in a place, get up, move around, you know, cut on some high vibrational music, maybe put the phone down and take 5 minutes to sit and think, gather your thoughts, grab your journal, take a walk, whatever it may be. Learning to transmute negativity into positivity, right? That doesn't say, fight. It says turning negativity into positivity. Be ready so you don't have to get ready. I don't know. You don't want to get left behind or something like that. I feel like you can't get left behind. Okay? But be ready so you don't have to get ready. Okay? There could be something coming up here. I don't know. Make sure you have all your ducks in a row, is what I'm hearing. Make sure all your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted. Something like that. Okay. We got retreat into nature. Remember, I was saying a walk. Someone could be needing to walk. Yeah, we got exercise here as well. Exercise could be a way to transmute negative energy. Yoga. We got accept. Be prepared to accept what fate has in store for you. Oh no, that's what it says. Accept. It's saying the same thing over and over again. Accept reality. Accept what fate has in store for you. Embrace what fate has in store for you. Trust. I don't know what else to say.
No. And I feel like it's for the that's for the collective and the cross watching. Like I just gotta say that I don't know why I feel real justice. I feel real Archangel Michaelish this morning. Like I feel real real justice this morning. Like I don't want to get the same names that I feel, but I really feel like the justice this morning, which is who I am. You know? uh, true king of swords. True, always, strive for it. So you can trust and believe that um, you should be prepared to accept what fate has in store for you, especially if you've been out here goofballing, right? It's getting down for you. Listen, y'all guys, sometimes I'll be just freestyling in the spirit, right? So I don't really know what that means, but yeah, I'm gonna move on to that. That says slow climb solar plex chakra. This is speaking of your will. The solar plex has a lot to do with willpower. So with a slow climb to the solar plex, it's like definitely, it could be testy in your will right now. It can be real testy in your will. But just keep being determined. Even on your off day, right? Because some days you're gonna have bad off days, right? But remembering the purpose and remembering what you're doing, where you headed, that's key. Because some days, let's you won't find yourself in place, you think you done forgot all about it. But this is when your will kick in. Don't let people, places, and things take you away from the things that God has you doing. That's what's protecting. That's protecting you. Right? Slow climb. See the potential with the integration, bringing both sides of yourself together. And this is what's going to increase your threshold. Like if you once you learn how to begin to learn how to balance your light with your darkness out, that's how you create positive energy, right? You need a charge from both to have a spark. When you look at a battery or anything, it has a negative and a positive. When you balance them, this is called integration. This is how you create with negative and positive energy. See, some people they run around and they think that they always positive and they end up being the most negative because they really don't be aware of their negative energy. They don't sit back and be like, this is my negative energy. Let me get a hold of it. So they let it run wild. I mean, that's why, again, religious minded, you know, thinking that God is going to cover you even when you out here doing things to other people to affect other people's lives. That's foolishness, right? I don't care what God you say you belong to. The universal law is that you can't live like that. You can't say I'm gonna do things unto the people. Then God forgive me because they wasn't your people, so I can do things to them, and God I'm forgiven because they was. Man, that's crazy, right? So slow climb, stay determined, and see the potential with the integration. Balance your light, balance your darkness, and create the spark. Right? Don't get stranded in one or the other. Always thinking you're so positive, right, that you ignore, or always think you're so negative that love can't reach you. Balance them out.
got the heron coming out with patience. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently towards your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards, okay? Patience is a virtue. Okay. I don't know. I really feel like it's important for someone to like incorporate maybe daily walks or something like that. Um, Something that puts you in some kind of meditative state, some kind of relaxed state, something that allows you to maybe put your phone down and allow your mind to be still. Okay, this could be just maybe even setting time aside for prayer. Okay, specific times or whatever, because some of us need schedules and routines. Okay, but they say it takes 21 days to form a habit.
21 days to break.
Okay, we got the hummingbird here with miracles. You are a joy bringer. You bless the world with your positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracles of happiness. I don't know. I just feel like be patient. Remember I said I felt the energy of rushing? I do. I feel like I don't know, like I said, if something's trying to rush towards you, or you could be trying to rush towards something, but I feel like being patient. There's a miracle here, but it takes patience. Okay. I feel like God's been taking his time with you, you know, and now all of a sudden you could be feeling rushed about something. Pay attention to that energy.
It says clear the path of conception. Clear the path and then conception. Clear the path of conception or clear your mind out. Right? That's the pathway to conception. So maybe you clutter. 16 could be significant. I got throat chakra out here and then my throat started acting up. Nevertheless, clear the path to conception on your own throat chakra. Somebody all you can have, your voice might be big, might be your weapon. Throat chakra on your own, you could be speaking your truth and it could be putting you in a place where you all by yourself as well. Throat chakra all on your own, like I said, your voice could be your weapon. That could be what you have, your ability to speak, right? Throat chakra on your own. It's time to take some alone time or be single to get a new perspective. Mm-hmm. It could also be you being called not to speak out a lot. Like, I don't know, on your own. I feel like somebody has a perspective that the people around them, they don't all share the same perspective that you have. Maybe a house you in, maybe your family, friends even. It get like that. Especially when you at a certain level of growth and development, you don't be having a whole lot of people around you. How can you really reach that type of growth when you connected to? And our readings are really for people that went through a lot on a spiritual level. Like, I'm not speaking to somebody that you in the bag with the same old people you've been in the bag with your whole life. I'm not really talking to that kind of energy right now. I'm talking to somebody that maybe you had to separate yourself and be separate and apart. And with your throat chakra upright, I feel like you're speaking out something and it's truth behind what you're saying. It may not be the truth that resonate. Sometimes it just don't resonate. That's all. You gotta find your tribe. Somebody gotta have a 5-year old and again a 16-year-old.
32. Time will bring a surprise, okay? So allow yourself to be surprised. Like, maybe right now it's not really time to know the answer to everything. Allow things to be a surprise. You could be 32 or 23, okay? like this morning's message is just for someone to chill, accept reality. What you get, you get back what you put out. Trust the process. Okay? Nobody said it would be easy. But trust the process. Okay? We love you guys so much. Thank you guys for joining us this morning. Thank you for your love. Okay? If you guys would like to book a personal session with us, you know how to reach us. We love you guys so much. Make sure you hit the bell notification so that you're notified next time we go live. We love you guys.